Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Listen, yes, Tyrone Blackburn did get arrested today. He backed into a server that was trying to serve him some papers. He was dang. It's in here. Anyway, the the reaction today is coming from MERALI'S, who has just came from Paris. Now he's back in London, and he has some stories to share. And can you believe that Buzbee is coming? I don't know if he's trying to mess up some stuff with the Diddy case, but he got 3 lawsuits for Diddy and Justin Combs. But he says he's going to wait until after the verdict to serve him, because I think these are civil, right? So Murad's going to tell us all about it, but why are you going to wait till it's time for the jury to do their freaking verdict, and then you come popping up in here with 3 lawsuits, Buzbee? Now, y'all need to stop playing. You, TMZ, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but y'all gonna let this jury do what they gotta do. That's what I think. And as you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button and the like. All right. And I'm going to let Murad explain a little bit more of this, because it's just Buzbee, 3 lawsuits for Diddy, and Justin lured the women to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Man, this stuff is crazy. It's just crazy. Let me let y'all hear it.
This video. Hate to say I told you so.
Make no mistake, once Diddy and the verdict is given out, this is not ended. The civil lawsuits are going to continue again to pile up. Buzbee child might jump out the bushes and be like, I'm back.
Hate to say I told you so. What did I told you about Buzbee? What did I tell you guys about Buzbee? Earlier on today in Paris, I told you guys that this man is waiting in the wings. This man is in the bushes. This man is somewhere. And lo and behold, guys, he is coming to smack Diddy with 3 civil lawsuits. Don't call it a comeback. Call it a takeover. Do you understand? Via the LA Superior Court. Okay, he's going a different way. In response to repeated inquiries, we can confirm that the Buzbee law firm filed 3 cases against Sean P. Diddy Combs in LA Superior Court yesterday afternoon. These 3 are part of a number of cases that will be filed in this venue, which we're going to look at later this week. The first is on behalf of a 25-year-old professional from New York. She is a college graduate and works in the creative media space. Her case alleges that in 2017, Justin Combs, Diddy's son, lured her to LA under the false pretenses of making connections in the entertainment and media industry. Instead, once there, she claimed she was trapped, drugged, held powerless, and R-worded. The lawsuit maintains that for days she couldn't escape and that she was allegedly R-worded by Diddy and his crew. The second and third cases filed are on behalf of 2 male victims. Here we go with the men. Both were invited to LA Diddy parties. Both were allegedly drugged and assaulted. One victim was allegedly assaulted by Diddy himself. The other was allegedly assaulted as Diddy watched, encouraged, and directed the activities. The specific acts are laid out in the public filings. We look forward to pursuing these cases and stand proud to represent these alleged victims. We have received multiple press calls about the criminal case. We have genuinely explained that the case being made by the prosecution is different from the civil claims that we have alleged, and they continue. Now, these particular 2 men, I wouldn't be surprised if the sons were basically engaging in stuff, in fornication with the men.
Yo, did y'all hear what he's saying? He talking about Buzbee is back. Buzbee? Man, Buzbee, you better not be coming here playing now. Don't come playing with us. Okay? Why you gonna wait until now and come with some lawsuits for Diddy and Justin? Why you just couldn't wait? Man. I'm gonna let Murad keep it rolling, y'all. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all trust Buzbee? I know it's crooked, y'all. I'm so sorry. But do y'all trust Buzbee? Cause I sure don't. Cause he had two darn tries and messed up. You know? You're making me sweat. Let me let Murad talk.
forced him to do stuff as Diddy watched on. I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing that, because if one of the lawsuits alleges that Justin Combs lured a woman to LA under the false pretense of XYZ and then trapped her and did things to her allegedly with the help of their father, then you don't know what these elder sons are doing. Do you understand?
Did Diddy ask you to do it, Justin? Probably so. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to look at it again so I can get the times and all that in my head.
You have to look at them as very different entities and beings. They're not just Diddy's children. They are an extension of his devilish network. They're helping to expedite and bring in people, probably traffic and transport as well, and then probably take all of this freak off madness to a whole new level. They join in, they're all doing things together. This is basically what this is giving me. And that's why I spoke about, a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, that I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy and his sons have done things together in the bedroom with other people that they have brought in. I wouldn't be surprised by this. This is basically what it's giving, and Diddy probably loved that. Diddy probably wants to do things with his sons. That's what this is all is given. But Buzbee has come out of the bushes, has got 3 lawsuits that he's ready to file and smack Diddy with that are going to come out later on this week. So when this verdict is announced Monday, Tuesday, the civil lawsuits are going to come running. Let alone Christina Coram, Miss Aunt.
So, okay, so what I'm getting is he's going to let the prosecution go ahead, do what they do, and once it's over, then he's going to go ahead and hit him with the civil lawsuits. Buzbee, don't be playing. This ain't the time for you to come in here messing up stuff. All right? Yeah, y'all want me to be a content creator? Let Buzbee mess this case up. The point of the matter is, Buzbee, please don't play. I mean, you're going to get Diddy 3 lawsuits, and the jury is going into deliberation Friday. But not tomorrow? No, Monday.
Auntie Coram and the trial that she's going to face. We've got a lot more to cover. So just because this verdict is happening Monday doesn't mean that this is all going to be over. But Buzbee coming in with this, Buzbee is coming in hot. Do you understand? And when they drag the son into the conversation, I'm always perched up. My ears are perked up, and I'm ready to find out what's really going on with Diddy's sons and what they're really trying to do. Because to me, they really do scream crazy. And I feel like they've done a lot of things with Diddy. They've learned a lot of things from this man. And yet again, one of his children are being mentioned in these lawsuits. And so we have to look at his elder sons as an extension of his network, not just poor children who have grown up with a troublesome father. Absolutely not, guys. That's not how this goes at all. Say it ain't so, guys. Justin Combs trying to bring in girls for Diddy. Diddy's sons doing all the bidding work and all the stuff for him. Of course, because they're all 3 lost lambs. They don't really have a name for themselves. They don't have any successful brands. They don't have successful music. They don't go touring. They don't even do comedy. Hell, they might even they're better off getting a job at IKEA, because as far as I'm concerned, they haven't made a name for themselves. So therefore, they need to follow their father, because they need to follow their father's money and their father's net worth. If Al B had the same net worth as Diddy, it would be a very different conversation for that son who doesn't want to acknowledge him for some reason, but wants to be turning up to court looking like a damn fool, supporting his father to do what? I don't know, or his, father or whatever. So I'm here for this. I'm ready for these lawsuits to be filed, Buzbee, and we're going to go through them and get into it, back into the civil lawsuits, because they were dropping like flies before, and I'm always here for it to see what Buzbee has to say. I'm skeptical because Buzbee, to me, I'm genuinely skeptical, and that's just how I feel. Maybe you guys agree or disagree. I don't know, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for this conversation. But this definitely is seen as breaking news. Now, there was a conference today, not a court date. The court resumes tomorrow. Thursday, Friday are the closing statements, and there was a conference. And in that conference, guys, the feds basically stated, the prosecution stated that in the Diddy case, they plan to actually build off R. Kelly. Very interesting. The prosecution says on the forced labor, the government will be arguing that certain acts can be labor. We will be building off the R. Kelly case. The defense argues that the victims are well off, so we need to make this clear to the jury. Shapiro says we object. So that is going to be very interesting, that they're going to play off the R. Kelly case, talking about, rich victims. And, of course, they're going to object and etc. But building off the R. Kelly case, I think, is a very interesting and great thing to do. The prosecution are intertwining the two. And, of course, R. Kelly
They're not really like intertwining the two. They making it easier for the jury to understand so they can put the guilty or the not guilty. They're just making it a little easier. They're bringing it like me. I don't understand all that court stuff. So you got to bring it down so I can understand it. You got to break it. I mean, now I understand it. Me, I say guilty all day long, but my friends may not. So we just agree to disagree, but we don't get mad at each other. Never. All right, but that's what it is. Just make it easier.
Diddy were friends as well. So this is a strategy that they're going to build on, not only streamlining charges because no charges were dropped and there was so much misinformation going around this morning. They're also not only going to streamline and help clear out for the jury, but they're now going to build off from R. Kelly's case as well to help, bring down Diddy. That in itself is crazy from what prosecution are stating, and I'm absolutely here for it. Now, do you guys remember Tyrone Blackburn? I know you guys must remember this lawyer who covered some of Diddy's lawsuits. Well, Tyrone Blackburn today was...
Y'all remember him. We've been talking to him like me and my Tattletale family on TISA. We did an interview with Lil Rod, really. Yeah, so Tyrone Blackburn, man, you just messing up all the way around. Why you just didn't take the freaking paper? Dang. How you back up and hit the man's leg? Jeez. Y'all, you got to get it together. Because Fat Joe, man, the person, I forgot his name, TQTDT something. The other man, he get another lawyer, sir. I like Tyrone Blackburn, I do. But get you another lawyer, okay?
Arrested in New York for allegedly hitting a process server with his car. A process server in the Fat Joe $20 million lawsuit that alleges Fat Joe engaged in these acts with minors. And Joe Tacopina has spoken out and stated that Tyrone Blackburn's arrest comes as no surprise to us. It's just the latest example of his malicious and manipulative pattern of misconduct finally coming to light. He's an embarrassment to the legal profession. Now, Tyrone Blackburn, of course, has, represented some alleged victims when it comes to Diddy's civil lawsuits. He was also somebody who was told off by one of the judges. And now I believe he also was representing Lil Rodney for his case. Well, now it seems that Tyrone was arrested today. So for somebody to be arrested and to be a lawyer, could that make you be off the bar? I don't know, but of course Fat Joe and Joe Tacopina are probably very happy that...
Get you another lawyer, okay? Because Fat Joe gotta go, okay? He gotta go because I got this feeling, okay? And his friends, what's the name? Dang, Craig Mack. That's what I think. Craig Mack. The one that's all 50 Cent always, that one. He told 50, I'm gonna get you, stuff like that. Back in the day they had beef. I think it's Craig Mack. I think. But anyway, get you another lawyer to go after Fat Joe, okay? Tyrone Blackburn needs to relax. Just like I thought Buzbee was gonna relax. Let's get the Diddy trial over with, y'all. Stop playing.
Tyrone Blackburn has been arrested. Oh, Lord have mercy, guys. So much is happening today. Literally, just when I got the flight from Paris to London, so much more has taken place. And I have to put all of these hot topics into just one video just to let you guys know what is happening. So, these lawsuits, I'm so intrigued by what the elder sons were doing. I'm so intrigued because if Justin is being mentioned in one of these civil lawsuits, back to this conversation, talking about how he was luring and guiding girls and women to LA to trap them and do stuff with, what were his other elder sons doing? A lot more. Were they transporting substances? Were they transporting other girls and women? Were they help cleaning up the freak-off rooms, or etc.? Their names have not been listed in the transcripts in Diddy's trial, so I don't think it can be that.
Look, I wonder when I thought Janice Combs had a trial too. Yeah, I thought somebody was suing her, or she was part of this part like KK and D-Rod, whatever his name. And damn, I thought Janice Combs and the one that allegedly a lady on the boat, was it not Justin, but the one that looks like Diddy, him. Yeah. So I thought they had a case, just Janice and the one that looks like Diddy. That's what I thought.
That intense, but at the same time, it can be because the names are still being mentioned in lawsuits, civil lawsuits. For Justin to bring women and trap them in LA and use them over and over again, and then men coming forward saying that Diddy would watch and encourage, when you're trapping this woman, who is he bringing that woman for? Obviously for Diddy and the entertainment. So it's very sick and twisted what these elder sons are doing. And in my opinion, they're probably just as disgusting as Diddy, which is why they're always showing up to court, which is why they're trying to bring out that reality TV show that nobody liked, putting up statements to evade Kim Porter questioning. They literally have no moral compass. It's just not there. But I'm always here, front row seat. Do you understand, guys? I'm always here, front row seat, when it comes to if and what the elder sons have been accused of doing in civil lawsuits in regards to Diddy and etc. Because I find that to be interesting. You are an extension of Diddy's network, but what work are you guys doing? Please let us know, because we're waiting. We're definitely waiting. So
I heard it was one of the sons that really found that phone and told Diddy about it. And Diddy just didn't turn it in. He called KK. All right.
subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up.
All right. Thank you, MURAD. Y'all also, please hit the subscribe button. I will appreciate it so much. Just hit the subscribe button, the like button, and I will talk to y'all later. MURAD, you can find him. He's in the description also. But you can find him on YouTube. He's on YouTube. MURAD Morelli. He's in the UK. That's my buddy. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Good night.